Hello everyone. So I'm just going to do a little tour of my sim rig. I feel like I've really optimized my sim rig now to the point where I really get on well with it. I am kind of reaching quite a high level on iRacing. Doing the radicals, doing the broadcast races every week, winning a few races like I am on this occasion here at Rudskogen. So just wanted to show my sim rig just to show what makes it all possible. So I'm really looking forward to showing off all of my components to the rig. So, well, here's the rig in its totality. So I like to call this the poverty sim rig. I mean, look at the state of it. I mean, it just looks like an absolute disaster, doesn't it? So starting off with whatever the hell this thing is. If you can't tell, it's a chair. So first of all, we've got this black armchair. I got this because my next door neighbours just outside and to the left there were throwing it out of their own home. They deemed it inadequate for purpose for their own for their own use case. Probably have something much nicer now. And they were going to get rid of it. And my mum, who I still live with at the age of 25, was like, "Can I have it?" Because we don't have as quite as nice things as they do in their home. And yeah, so we got this chair in, and I started using it for casual sim racing back before I started iRacing, and well, it's ended up here. It's slightly padded, let's say. I don't. So let's take this thing off. I don't. This is just for like standard sitting. But when I'm taking things seriously and doing my sim racing, I just leave it at the bare bones of all of these bed sheets here. We've got bed sheets, blue one, pink one, blanket. I'm not going to dig any deeper than that. And then whatever the hell all this is. We got Winnie the Pooh here. Say hello to Winnie the Pooh, an absolute childhood legend who's coming along on my sim racing journey with me all the way as well. So really good to have some childhood heroes backing me up in my adulthood journey. Um, then we've got this tilt adjustment mechanism. So on this leg here, we've got To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. A celebratory, yeah. So I studied this book in school for my GCSE English. I got a B in English literature, so kind of decent memories of To Kill a Mockingbird here. It was mostly about racial justice in America. But I've moved beyond that, but it's still here supporting me. I would say it's contributed a lot more to my iRacing career than it did to my academic or career life or anything like that. There were different books that I preferred. I preferred some other books. Then on the other, what the let, let's just ignore that. What the flip happened there? Um, okay, I didn't expect that. Chair leg going through the book. I didn't even know that had happened. Okay, let's move on from the chair. So that's the chair that I sit on. It's my back tends to hurt after about an hour of driving, maybe an hour and a half. But it supported me through many hundreds of races by now, and not going to change it anytime soon. Then we've got the wheel stand. So this is a next level racing DD wheel stand. So we've got stand, pedal, tray, etc. We've got more height adjustment because for some reason this thing doesn't tilt up anymore, and if this was not tilted up, then the wheel is like at a flat level, which is not good enough. So we've got the tilt adjustment on the front legs as well, with Star Wars books, childhood books, Manchester United champions books. Don't want to speak about Man United. Since those times, there's been nice flashback to the past. Those books are more Star Wars books there. Got Pippi Longstocking, if anyone knows. There's Pippi Longstocking hidden there. So a real variety of books. So I think To Kill a Mockingbird cost about £10 back in the day. The rest of the chair was free. And then these books between them probably cost about like 30, 40, 50 quid between all of them. Probably more than that, actually. And then we've got the pedals. Moser SRP pedals with the default spring. So I use a very soft brake, and I drive barefoot, so I take my socks off and get the pure raw feeling of my pedals. You know, don't want to lose any sensations, right? So this brake pedal is so soft that I can just push it with my finger. Yeah, but it works for me. And then the throttle pedal, we've got a sock that's from a trampolining place. So the sock is turned inside out, and on the inside it's got a sticky grip that makes it not move around. And yeah, it feels good. Then we've got Moser bags that are like heel rests, so my heels aren't resting on this bare metal here, because that's not a nice feeling. You know, some things you want to feel raw, but some things you need to put a barrier between your skin and yeah. So yeah, bags, a bit of dust, but that's fine. I don't care about that because I don't know. I'm like that. Okay, now let's come to this. So the wheel stand I paid £70 for off eBay. So yeah, all very economical so far. Then got the iRacing F64 USB V3. That's also a bit dusty, but that's okay. I'm not even going to say anything about this wheel other than it is absolutely goated. Although the other thing I have to say is that I had issues with the USB cable before, but just need to make sure that it's coiled around and it's not getting stretched. So I use, I have ways of making sure it doesn't move around too much. And then yeah, absolutely goated wheel. I love this. Paid £600 in total for this wheel. Absolute W investment of my money. And then we've got the Moser R12, which I gives more than enough for me. Yeah, W wheelbase, gives all the torque I need, and paid 450 quid for that. And then we've got the Logitech Stream Cam, which I use to show my face on the iRacing YouTube channel when I win races and feel happy, and use to talk to my teammates. And the DT990 Pro Studio headphones. Yeah, very nice headphones to hear all the tyre noises, so that we make sure we do not go an inch beyond iRacing's grip limit and end up spinning off in the next corner as a result of daring to go beyond the limit. Other than that, VR. Pico Neo 3 Link. Done pretty much every single race of my iRacing career inside this headset. This one cost £100 off eBay, so absolute great investment as well. Although we did have this one that got has a black screen now, it doesn't work anymore, so they have a tendency to stop working, I suppose, but we'll see. Hopefully this one will hold up, and I've got another one in a box somewhere that's on standby if I need another one. So I don't have to drive on a single monitor. And then the PC, yeah, we got the RTX 4070 and 5700X 3D. Do I want to show myself? Hello. And a fan for the summer. Water. And the monitor, which is more for gaming than anything else. Okay, I think that's everything. I just wanted to make show off what's all been part of my iRacing journey so far, which has been quite a significant part of my last 3 years of my life. Been super fun. So just to show that you don't need a high-end setup. Of course, it's nice to have a high-end setup if you have the money and have the space and everything to get a proper rig. But if you don't have that, then you can still make it work. You can still express your talent on iRacing. You can take part in cool races like this and have a lot of fun. Yeah. Goodbye.